Hello, I'm back. I actually have for you something special today. It's the most ungrateful person who has ever been on Catfish, point blank. I've never seen a woman who has more blamed the people who are trying to help her than anything else. It's almost like she got herself into this and she's like, how are you going to get me out? I don't know what the entitlement is. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but I know it's a mom who has a daughter who has all the empathy in the world, and she herself has none. It's a doozy. By the way, you may have noticed, not my house. I'm falling on hard times. If you don't subscribe, I'll never get to my house again because plane ticket prices are $6 million. So please subscribe so I can get back home to see my fake plushie dolls. Let's look at an episode that is absolutely crazy. This is, by the way, on the series called Catfish. It's called Scamfish, where lots of the people message the hosts are people who have been romance scammed or in some degree taken advantage of monetarily wise. Like they're like, I want to love you, like Bob Marley said. And then the guy said, give me money, and they don't have it. Or they send their life savings or everything else. Usually it comes to a point where at the end of the episode, they thank the Catfish team and say, I've seen the error in my ways. But not this girl. At every given turn, she's like, what? You guys didn't help me. The country didn't help me. Jesus didn't help me. She is a victim. 100% Olympic gold medalist in terms of victim. She's Struggle Olympics #1 hero. I don't know what her name is. I'm going to call her Beatrice. I'm 100% sure that's not her name. Let's look at the video.
Christina reached out to us after being fed up with her mother's relationship with a man she met on Facebook. His name is Anthony, and Joanne has fallen deeply in love with this man.
Joanne. What did I say? Beatrice. Yes, honestly, close. So yes, Beatrice has fallen in love with this hedgehog, and I guess that is where the relationship starts. When it comes to younger people, it's not on any platform that we know. It's usually some weird shit like Plenty of Fish. When it comes to old people, always Facebook. Somehow the thing that we use for Marketplace to buy cars is the same place they use to get, something's wrong there. Joanne in this case getting D's. She's getting D's.
For months, Joanne's daughter Christina has been trying to get her mother to realize that this is all a scam. Let's see what we can do, Seekers.
Okay, so yes, Joanne is dating a guy called Anthony, and her daughter has called in because her daughter is just sick of this, and her daughter wants someone to help her mom because she's in over her head. And the daughter happens to be the nicest human being, and I actually feel very sorry for her. So let's hear what she has to say.
His mom's dating history has been complicated, to say the least. At first, it started with outings with all these singles clubs.
How old? I was gonna say I don't know how old Joanne is because the picture in the back is of like a dude from the Western era, but then I realized she must be at some sort of like bar. But I'm sure she's like a reasonable age, like tree age.
Names have changed over the past 2 years, but the most recent one is Anthony.
This is a classic Catfish episode because the music is very depressing and makes me want to throw myself off something. That's how I remember Catfish being. I would turn it on and immediately feel sad to exist. So I'm glad we're in the classic era of Catfish here. You're getting an OG special, guys. Let's look at Joanne and her fucking spoon collection in the background. Couldn't be more of a mom.
Hi, Social Catfish. This is Joanne. I live in Weatherford, Texas, and I'm 54 years old.
Huh? She's 54. I thought she was born in 1854. Oh my! Wow, she looks like my friend from high school though, so that's good.
I'm on here because I'm going to find out who I've been talking to.
He's a good-looking dude right there. He looks like he's very happy. He's very handsome. I can see why Joanne would go for him.
He's 55 years old. I did send you a picture of him. He's supposed to be half German and half Spaniard.
Why does she say it like she questions? He's supposed to be half German. I said Guten Tag. He didn't even put up his hand in the.
I met him on Facebook, and we started conversating.
Has it occurred to you that Joanne, 54, speaks in a very slow cadence that makes it feel like she'll be 55 by the time this video comes out? Has anybody thought of the fact that she's got the personality of a wet brick? Because I have. Not saying that you need the greatest personality in the world, but she seems unhappy to just exist. Joanne, put some oomph into that, please.
This message started it all. Anthony
There it is. Hi, nice to meet you. Smiley face. Emojis do so much. Emojis have got so many people laid because of the peach and the aubergine emoji. Okay? We gotta bring back more. You gotta have like a dick emoji. We just gotta stop doing that, okay?
Anthony claimed he worked for the UN. After months and months of chatting online, the two then built a bond.
He's only sending you pictures that are from the internet. He's not sending you pictures that are genuine.
So at this point, the daughter has now interjected. She's learned that Anthony and Joanne are like a thing. They're an item. She's not happy because she can see through everything. This man is not sending actual pictures. He's sending images that he found on Google, which is weird as hell. He's trying to say, Mom, you're not in love. You're just getting scammed. And Joanne doesn't want to hear a damn thing from the daughter that she made.
People have isolated her from me and my sister, essentially saying that my sister and I cannot be trusted. She hardly talks to me, and when we do talk, she doesn't ask about my life.
She's not doing well because Anthony is now is trying to cut off Joanne's daughters because they're the only people who are trying to talk sense into her. And because Anthony is a scammer, possibly from Nigeria, he is trying to make sure that everyone who's trying to talk sense into Joanne is out of the picture. I would think that Joanne, because it's her own flesh and blood, it's her daughters, maybe she would listen to them. But it seems like Joanne is quick to cut those people off. She's like, now that I had you, get out of my house and my life in that order.
Joanne and Christina disagree on Anthony being real.
You see, not Drew. You can't say that sentence and not laugh. That's not a sentence that is said very often in life. Me and my daughter are disagreeing on something. She thinks my boyfriend's fake. I happen to think he is so real. That's not a sentence. That's not. Prove your boyfriend exists is not a sentence that a 50-something-year-old should say. That's something if you're 6 years old, or maybe in primary school, you're like, I have a girlfriend, she just goes to a different school. This is the same. She's like, I have a boyfriend, he just goes to a different country. He's from the UN. He's still there, I think.
Joanne is set on him coming home and marrying her.
This picture makes it seem like he's really not even sorry, Anthony. He just doesn't look super handsome. I don't see why she's... I thought he would be a hunk, but I guess they picked a guy who really would be in the UN. They were committed to that detail.
But this wasn't the first time that Joanne was scammed.
She had more than one online relationship? I see the problem. One daughter does not want to have anything to do with this Catfish episode. I'm beginning to see why, and I think you'll see why later on, that the daughter that is trying is like a saint. So shout out to her the whole episode. But man, being in more than one online relationship and not learning your lesson is the exact same thing as turning the stove on, getting burnt by it, and then putting your hand right back on there. It's you don't learn your lesson, they're going to keep teaching it to you.
In her last online relationship, she was taken for over $80,000.
What is wrong with you? 80,000 clams?
The first scam that I got, I never did a video with them, and I want to know that you're for real if we did a video.
I want to do a video chat with you before I send you money. It's like she's their Santa Claus. It's almost like stipulation. Can you send me a video and then I'll give you your $80,000? Just send me a video of anything. Send me a video of a man. It's raining men, hallelujah, but not really. Here's $80,000. It's like she's just waiting to blow through her retirement. But the problem is, unlike the other people on the show, she doesn't take accountability for things. She kind of expects the bank to be like, nope, we didn't do that. And the lack of responsibility is just, it's going to wind me up. It's grinding my gears.
And that made me that was the only proof that I thought he was legitimate.
So yeah, he says, give me 5 minutes. This man does send a video, but the video is not like a video chat. It's not like they're talking. It's not like Joanne can say, hello, how are you? Because in response, Anthony's going, G number 5. Or he's just saying things that don't make any sense. But in her head, it's not computing because she's seeing the guy she loves in crisp 240p HD. This is how old people see the world in potato vision. She's like, wow, Anthony, you look great.
Kind of just started out knowing each other, and then we kind of started being being in a relationship, I guess.
It's really bad because he sends her a video of him clearly smoking a cigar and pointing it at someone. Then he says, "Do you trust me now?" And she even says, "I'm sorry I doubted you." At no point in this video was there audio. I guess she did ask for a video and he sent that, so.
You know, how's work going? And then I ask him, how's your work going? And just general.
A riveting conversation. Do you guys read the dictionary together?
You know, he usually calls me like early in the morning, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we just, you know.
He said, "Hey baby, are you up?" And she said, "Yes. What do you want?" She's like getting annoyed by him like messaging. "Yeah, what do you want? I'm alive. Why are you?" Sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry, Mr. UN. Why does she seem annoyed that he exists? I thought you wanted him.
Last year he proposed to me.
Oh, on Facebook. Remember how on Facebook people be like, "We're engaged." People be like. That's the best you can do. "We're divorced." Like. That's it. Now they have like emojis. You could like do crying faces when you get divorced and shit. Like, finally we got divorced. Grandma's like in the corner crying. Or a happy face. She could still hit the like. Who knows? So, I'm sorry. That was a tangent. Anthony said, "Baby, will you marry me, Joanne?" Via text. The best and sexiest way to do that.
And I did get an engagement ring. I still have it.
Oh, she replied in emoji. She's classy, man. That's crazy. She said, "Yes, heart face, hearts, kissy face." That's a Gen Z proposal right there. Good work.
The money that was going through Bitcoin was supposed to be for his coming over. That was specifically being for his travel expense.
Okay, we're skipping things. Apparently the wedding, don't know if that happened. Don't know if they're still engaged. Not really talking about that. That was just something they did that day. But I guess the next day she said, "I sent you the Bitcoin for your plane ticket." Turns out this relationship has evolved into Bitcoin, as it always does. Bitcoin, by the way, is a decentralized, I don't even know if it's decentralized yet, currency. Because nobody's moderating it to a high degree, you can send your money over. So although it seems like it's cool, it's also a big scamming place for people who are not aware of what it is. My question is, why are so many people involved in Bitcoin when they don't know what it is? I thought stranger danger. If you're not aware of something, don't get into it. But Joanne seems to want to get into every white van by an old person called Anthony. So here we are. She's sending Bitcoin for plane tickets. The fact that might actually be a reality soon is very scary.
Because he couldn't get the money in Afghanistan. So I was giving him the money, so he said he would pay me back when he gets here.
All right, so she gives him the Bitcoin money for the air Bitcoin or something. I don't know what he's flying on. Then he said, "I couldn't get on the plane. I told you I needed another $1,000. Woo, you guys came up short with the ticket there. Everything was fine until he needed $1,000 more. That sucks. They were off by a zero.
The last time when I paid, he says he was at the airport and he had to let somebody else get on the plane.
And she says, "What? You just told me about that, Anthony. I really wanted to see you, babe."
He said I didn't pay the last fee, and I said you just told me about it like the day before.
All of that money I sent you and you couldn't make it on the plane? It never fails to amuse me that these actual questions have legitimacy. The only people who are like completely and utterly in love are the exact same people who are like, "Hey, this makes no sense." They say it, and then someone like Anthony or someone else will be like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." They're like, they get so close to figuring it out themselves, and then absolutely just go right back down.
So in the past, I have given her a couple $1,000s here and there to pay for bills because my mom's spending habits are absolutely terrible.
Let's get real for a sec. This is the point where I feel just absolutely heartbroken for the daughter, because that's her mom, right? She obviously sees a different side than we've seen. If someone you love is going crazy, or like, I don't know, if like one of my family members is like, hey, Kim Kardashian and me, I'll be like, "All right, uncle, chill out. That's not happening. How much money do you need to get out of this hole?" I wouldn't think twice. At the same time, that is a very tough position, because that's the person who raised you, and now you're trying to bail them out, which you would do, but that's not what you're supposed to do. So I do feel very sorry for her.
Before then, I had read several text messages from my sister and my friend saying, "Do not give your mom the money." When I talked to her on the phone, I asked her, "What is the money for?" She's like, "It's supposed to be a surprise."
"Hey, can you send me $2,000? What's it for?" "It's a surprise." "No. You don't worry about it. What are you supposed to do with that? Especially when you're confronting your own parent about something that, they're clearly not doing right. Damn, I feel real sorry for that girl.
It's like, no, Mom, you need to tell me what is the money for. And she's like, fine, it's for this charity that the UN is having. And you know what? Me and my boyfriend were going to surprise you all during Christmas.
All right, Joanne, let me explain what a surprise means, because I don't think you fucking understand the concept. If someone else gives you money and then you give it to charity, I don't think it's very surprising, other than the fact that you're trying to be like real philanthropic with other people's money. But at the same time, how is that a surprise? If you're just giving away money that your daughter has given to you. I thought you needed it. You don't need it. You're just trying to woo your boyfriend.
Joanne sent $35,000 to Anthony just in plane tickets alone.
That's so many plane tickets. On Spirit Airlines, that's like 7,000 plane tickets. Rest in peace. I think they're done now. She spent $35,000. She spent $80,000 on her last relationship. I can only surmise one thing. These old ladies, are they single? Because I'm looking.
She dished out even more money when Anthony told her he could get her money back from someone who had scammed her in the past.
He's trying to help her with scammers. That's a inception move right there, actually, from the scammer. I'm gonna do one of the rare claps for the scammer. He can help get your money back, but it was his friend who was doing the scamming in the first place. Joanne is just the money mule for everyone.
The next thing he was coming up with, that he wanted to bring a briefcase over here without his wife knowing it. He was going to get a divorce.
It's a fake story where he doesn't need to have a wife. Is the scammer really that deep into the lore where he's like, no, he has a wife and she doesn't like things, and I think we're going to get a divorce, but we might work it out. I think I'm going to stick with my wife. You don't need to pay me anymore. What is the scammer doing? What are you making these crazy backstories up for? Like,
and it had $1.2 million in it.
We can share the money in the briefcase. Once I get home, we can split everything. This man is operating like he's a 1990s gangster mafia boss. Everything in the briefcase is all the money he has in total. He's going to go through the airport with $2 million, and TSA is going to be like, have a good day, sir. Don't forget the taxes. Like,
it wasn't directly to Anthony. It was to these people that claimed to be working with Anthony. When I had asked her, Mom, did you give over $100,000 to these people? She was like, yeah.
I can't even imagine my parents having that money. Like, some people are like so much more well off than I can even comprehend. Whereas, like, you can lose more money than I have ever seen. You can afford to be so stupid that you could lose a house is like next level to me at times. I feel sorry to a degree, but this lady has given me nothing. She's got a cardboard personality. She seems like she's not even unhappy to lose the money. She's just unhappy to be questioned about it. But yeah, over $100K to my boy Anthony over here. This man can upgrade his life. He's upgraded.
It just says it's all procedures.
The fees have to get paid, babe. These are the procedures. If you want the money, they must be taken care of. Anthony, first language, English, I think.
I said, why couldn't you have told me from the very get-go how much it was going to cost?
Again, Joanna asks a great question that she will never get to the bottom of. Why couldn't you have told me how much this was all going to cost? If she was just listening to herself, if she just caught herself at some point, she would have been like, this is a bit of a fishy situation. I'm going to dip while I still have my money and like my dignity intact.
Joanne has sent so much money to Anthony for travel expenses, the briefcase, and the compensation from the UN. She can't even remember the amount of money she sent.
That's bad. Some people like try and like win the lotto. I have noticed on Scamfish, some people have tried to lose the lotto, because they clearly are winners off the ticket and they're like actively trying not to be that. If you can spend that much money and still be okay, you genuinely have lived a lucky life to that point.
He has asked for now $11,950, and
Oh, Anthony just said, I just need $11,000 and everything will be done. Oh, that's too much money. That's so sad. Oh, man.
well, you could buy a small house for it.
And then she said, I can't keep sending you money, Anthony. And then keep sending him money. It's a very bad situation.
I would love to see him one day and see if he truly is who he is, and ask him why, you have asked for all this money and you are who you are and you claim that you love me. To me, I don't think that's love with asking me for so much money and never showing up and what.
I think she's challenged. I think something went wrong in that head years ago. She ate a Big Mac and like one of the seeds got dislodged and went to the wrong, instead of going down into her stomach, it went up into her brain, and then it grew like a little Big Mac tree, and like it's just like Big Macs are sprouting into her head where her brain should be. I really think that's a better explanation than thinking this man will come over one day after $200,000 and be like, the reason why was the UN told me that, we got to do it. Just got to get it done. And she would accept that. I'm in love with you now. Everything works out. Here's the briefcase of 1.2 million. Sorry for that 200,000. It's just cherry on the top. I just don't understand this girl.
The only person she cares to be with is with her physical boyfriend. She actually has a physical boyfriend.
Now comes the twists in the show that nobody was prepared for. She has a physical boyfriend, which again, not really a phrase that I thought was necessary, but I guess if you have an IRL boyfriend and a fake ass boyfriend who you pay $200,000 to try and see that ding dong, then I guess you have both. But I mean, look, in the series of twists that I've seen in my life, I've seen like Star Wars, The Sixth Sense. I've seen some big twists. I didn't think Weird Al Yankovic over here would have two boyfriends. I didn't know she was a two-timer. That's news. Who is this boyfriend that is letting this happen?
Joanne has been on and off with her boyfriend through her relationship with Anthony. She wants to know if Anthony is who he claims to be before she can make a decision.
My mother's real life boyfriend is very much aware of this situation.
So he knows about it. So this guy knows that she is trying to she's trying to like airdrop a bang to the guy, to Michael. What's his name? His name's it's Anthony. But her other boyfriend, I think his name is Michael. Getting mixed up because they kind of look the same. She's trying to air bang boyfriends.
Joanne was anxious about us looking into Anthony. She wanted to chat about her relationship with her boyfriend before we started to dig into everything.
What is this picture? What is that? Joanne, why is that a photo of your face? Why do you look like a foot? What is wrong with you? Okay.
So what exactly are you nervous about?
To find out if he's real or not.
She has two men. I can't get two girlfriends. She got two men. There's no way I can't pull two cards, bro. She got two boyfriends. This looked like a point of view shot of a turtle. It looked like the under of a turtle. Like if you put a GoPro on the bottom of a turtle face. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's fine. You can look however you want. I'm just a bit shocked. Sorry. I apologize, Joanne. Keep going.
And if he is, then I got some stuff that I gotta handle. And if he isn't, I gotta prepare damage with my boyfriend.
Sorry, I just went to touch grass, figure out what happened, what I want to be in life. Hearing that Joanne has two boyfriends really made me question humanity for a second. I got back, and then she said if she doesn't get with the guy, she'll go back to her original boyfriend. And then she let out a laugh that sounded something like, ha. I'm unhappy with what is happening right now with Joanne. She's literally treating one guy as a second option, a fallback. She spent $200,000 on someone she has never met. She has a kid who she don't like, or I don't know what's happening there. Joanne, she's the prettiest girl in all of Texas.
Are you kind of planning on leaving your boyfriend, or?
Well, I've been doing some thinking about between the two. I don't want to be kind of rude on this or mean to say the lifestyle that I've always wanted, Anthony can give, but my boyfriend can't.
You can give yourself the lifestyle with that $200,000 that you gave to your fake boyfriend who doesn't exist. So whatever lifestyle that you thought that someone else was going to provide you, you could do for yourself, Joanne. But come on now. You could have spent that money on yourself. But now you got one fake boyfriend and one real boyfriend who seems to be the biggest pushover ever.
So it's like it's a money issue.
Not necessarily a money issue, is not to always worry about it. And also, I am tired of busting my butt at work and not be appreciative.
How does what does your boyfriend have to do with that? I bust my ass at work. My boyfriend comes home. He doesn't even go to work and work with me. Like, what? Oh, this poor dude, whoever this poor dude is, Joanne's boyfriend, if you're listening to this somehow, get help. Also, I don't know how to say this. Your girlfriend looks like my homie Henry. Shout out Henry.
My boyfriend has some issues, but he's kind of say, don't blame things on my wife because they were married for 33 years and you have your house full of memories of your wife and you're not discarding some things that you should be discarding. He has his house full of pictures of his wife.
So that's what this comes down to. The man is mourning the death of his first wife. He's a widower. His wife probably died tragically. I mean, he seems to be still holding on to that. Maybe it's not the most ideal thing to look for a new partner. Maybe you're in the stages of grieving. Maybe you don't know what to do because adulthood is not a set path for everyone. Understandable. She's out here like, look at this bitch. Looking back at me. Looking down on me. Fuck you, Michael. I don't like that shit. You better AI the pictures of me instead. Or take some real ones, Michael. Wow, that's depressing. That's, I guess, because the other guy has he's still mourning his wife. She's trying to get a new boyfriend.
If you could just give us a little bit more time, and I promise we will have some answers for you, okay?
So at this point, Drew says, we're going to get you the help you need. We're going to try our hardest. And instead of her saying, yes, thank you, sir, whatever, like, I appreciate you, she says, and I quote, are you out of your ball sack? Has your ball slipped out? You want to put the ball back in your sack? Are you serious out here? You're asking them for help. You gave away $200,000. You drove away your boyfriend. Your one daughter doesn't even want to be a part of this. The other one is trying. And the best you got is, you better shape up or shape out.
I just hope and pray he's not telling me the truth that I won't find him.
We will try our hardest.
Okay.
But I would have shut the phone down and been like, Joanne, you're on your own. You know what? I hope that your boyfriend from the UN loves you because you're going to be spending all your money and then you're going to end up homeless. I'm sorry. I'm a little more vindictive than Drew, okay? But if I heard one of the, okay, get my money back, I would not be okay with that. I'm a firm like energy. You throw back what you get. And I don't like that at all.
Okay, Seekers, we have a lot of work to do. There are a lot of red flags in this case, but we knew we had to get rid of any thought that Joanne had about Anthony.
Has anybody ever believed anyone who said the words, don't worry, babe, I'm telling the truth about everything? Has that ever been true? Or has that always 100% been a lie when someone says, don't worry, I'm telling the truth?
We have a problem. Joanne was only able to provide us with one photo.
It looks like he's a technology expert, marketing, social media, and author, and his name is not Anthony.
Yep, so we figured out very soon after that the guy's name is Ken Walls, which is a funny name, and he is 100 things. But one of the things that he's not is Joanne's boyfriend. So, oh, snap. Sorry, it's the next day. David and Bree are finally talking to Joanne, and let me tell you, she is ungrateful as you've ever seen her before.
Starting with the military leave document, you sent that over to us. We researched and found that the actual military leave form is completely different from the one that Anthony had sent you. And what this means is the document that Anthony sent you is not a valid document.
I thought so.
There you go. It's the final day, post-mortem. We're looking at things. We found out that the document for the UN that my boy Anthony has sent is a full fake. And instead of Joanne being like, wow, that is amazing, she said, and I quote, I thought so, as if she knew this whole time. She was in on the operation. She just wanted to spend $200,000. It's for the experience, guys.
So what are you telling me? I'll just go. I'm a straightforward person. I don't beat about around bush.
You know, he's hiding behind an alias. A guy called, his name's Ken Walls. And Ken Walls is a trainer. He owns a business, and he's an author. These two people are completely separate people. So the person you're talking to is not Ken Walls.
You want to get Ken Walls, Ken Balls, but he doesn't exist, bro. I mean, he does exist, just not in your world. Joanne's not getting through Ken's walls at this point.
The person that you're talking to is using Ken Walls' photos to communicate with you.
Oh, she does not look happy. She is not a happy chappy. She looks so pissed. She looks like she's gonna come through the screen and eat me.
I only sent one photo, and how can that be? How is that Ken Walls?
Because he exists. And there's more than one photo of him through the power of use your fucking brain, you know. Joanne, just figure it out, Joanne.
Well, we tracked him down, and we have Ken Walls' Twitter account, which have his images. And so if you look at the image that you had sent us and the image on his Twitter account, it's the exact same person, 100%. But just verifying for you, this is not the person that you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Okay. You do your little research, girl. I'll do mine, okay? Me and Ken Walls, Anthony. I'm gonna get down on my Anthony's for Anthony, you know? Really, Joanne? What are you coming here to do? If the people who literally do this for a living are telling you something and you're disagreeing, what is the point anymore? You're just here to be a contrarian. Just anybody. Your daughter, disagree with her. Your other daughter, don't even talk to her. Your boyfriend, disagree with him. Catfish team, disagree with. So very soon you're going to start disagreeing with Ken Walls over there.
So we sent an IP tracker. So we have this technology that we built that can allow us to track IP addresses. And so we created a link. Anthony, the alias, clicked on it. And the location of the person that you're talking to, he's in Accra, Ghana.
I just want to apologize to everyone for thinking it's Nigeria. For once, Ghana is in the conversation. Shout out, Ghana. You guys have just upped your economy by a little bit because of someone named Joanne. And you know what? I'm not even mad at it because she is so ungrateful that I don't feel bad.
That's what I figured.
You figured it was Ghana, did you? I bet you that's what happened. She put on her Sherlock Holmes hat and she said, you know what? Ghana's probably behind this.
For those of you new to our channel, Accra, Ghana is located in West Africa.
Thank you, Drew. Appreciate that.
Will say though is that, you know, having relationships where like people are demanding things from you, like you deserve better, like you truly deserve better.
She doesn't though. She doesn't, Dave. David, she deserves worse somehow. Because she has a boyfriend who she's willingly putting to the side for some of that digital ass.
You know, maybe seek counseling, and you know, you have to.
I've already seen counseling. I don't think I'm going to do any more counseling at this point.
As we've all learned with most of the catfishing, it's not like, obviously they can't get your money back. This is not a show where they hack into systems and pull the money out and then retrieve everything that you've done. It's more to stop the current error in your ways so that you don't keep making the mistakes. And the best Dave and the team can do is like offer some solid advice, which they always seem to do. They're very nice people. However, Joanne is like, I'm not doing counseling. I've done that. Those guys suck. You suck. My boyfriend sucks, or he doesn't. My daughter sucks. The other one I hate. I hate everyone except Anthony.
Yeah, even my boyfriend didn't respect me. He looked into my messages and I told him to hold off things and he didn't want to do it. He saw that I was still in love with Anthony because the way he treated me a couple of weeks ago, that's why I really didn't fall in love. I'm still not in love with my boyfriend, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's done.
She has CTE of some sort. Someone smacked her on the back of the head at some point, and the Big Macs are still growing in the brain. Because I don't even think that was a coherent sentence. I think that was more of like my boyfriend did this, and then it just like started buffering. I'm not really sure if it was a sentence or just a bunch of words that she was like, I'm going to try and put these together. What I think happened was her boyfriend went through her messages and she was like, how could you? How dare you? I'm cheating on you. Can I do it in peace, idiot?
And like my recommendation to you, and whether you take it or not, you know, it's totally up to you, is that you should set the bar for how people should treat you and not just compare it to your bad relationships in the past. And you should say, hey, I deserve X.
She's going to get an X if she keeps this up. David doesn't seem to have as much patience as the rest of the crew. And that's not meant as a slight. That's a compliment because he doesn't take shit. But for whatever reason, this man today picked today to be nice. He's like, you deserve better. She doesn't. He keeps giving her advice. She doesn't want it. She just hates everyone. David is trying. I don't know what he sees in this woman. He's going to be the third relationship if he doesn't play his cards right.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. He had a whole speech. It was like, remember the Titans. Everyone was like, your tears were like welling up. Fantastic. You set the bar. You deserve to be a better person. She's like, okay. Anyway, can you get my money back?
Have you filed a local police report with your police?
What a joke.
Yeah, F the popo. Joan said it. I didn't say it. She's unhappy. She's like, no, I'm not going to file a report with the police. I need you to get my money back. I spent it. You get it back. That's how this works.
You file a local police report, and we can trace the crypto funds back to a wallet. They can file a request, a law enforcement request for you.
Receipts. I gave you the receipts. You have it.
You get my money back. I got all the receipts. You've seen everything I've spent money on. Do your magic. Press escape delete on MacBook. Make me younger. Aren't you a genie? You look like a genie. I feel like you're a genie. That's kind of what she's hoping for. I don't know. She woke up one day, said, Catfish sounds like sort of undo 20 years of bad decisions, and expected a dude with a cap that's backwards to fix everything. He's a great dude. They're a great company. I don't think they're Jesus Christ, the Lord inside. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're wishing for.
The bank said they won't be able to get it back, and then as far as going to the police station, it sounded like they weren't going to get my money back either.
There you go. Police doesn't want to help. Bank doesn't want to help. Her daughter doesn't want to help. Her boyfriend that she's trying to leave doesn't want to help. You don't want to help. Your wife doesn't want to help. Nobody wants to help Joanne. Joanne is just a single mom who's trying to spend $200,000 on her fake boyfriend.
Sure nice that everybody just kind of likes to lie.
So she plays the professional victim card, saying everyone else is a liar, and David hits her with the best line I've heard all series.
It is what it is.
That's something you say before you do the peace out sign and you disappear. I'm surprised he's still in the room.
You willingly gave money, so people are not going to bend over backwards to try to help you out. I'm just being candid with you. With exact same cities.
For Texas, I don't think you do.
But have you filed a police report?
You obviously did not answer my question.
These are the next steps that need to be taken.
So that's how it ends, by the way. She gets annoyed at them and then leaves. She's easily the most ungrateful human being I've ever seen spend that amount of money. And the only thing that really matters at the end of the episode that we can all agree on is that the person we feel sorry for is Joanne's daughter, who has just tried her hardest to get her mom to not be a D-bag.
But we think we helped her rekindle her relationship with her daughter.
I would just like to say thank you for doing what y'all did. I admit I don't know how y'all approached it, but it seems to have gone through a little bit better.
Yep, and that's how it ends. The daughter seems at least thankful. That is the only saving grace. As long as she seems like she's got something out of this, I'm happy. I feel completely indifferent for Joanne, and I feel very sad that her boyfriend exists, and I hope that he's doing better. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the weirdest and most ungrateful person I've seen on Catfish. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I find a couple more for you. I'll be back to my original room soon. Until then, take care. See ya. And I need an outro. That's it. That's my outro.